Lights, he called out. The dim room turned bright as the light tech took his cue. Camera! Camera rolling, a cameraman mumbled. Roll sound? Rolling. The director glanced at Rhonda. She nodded to him. Action, he said. At that, the cameraman positioned over Chatman's right shoulder held up 5 fingers. He counted down to 1, then pointed at Rhonda. I'm Rhonda Simmons, and this is 2020. I'm here at ADX Supermax Penitentiary in Florence, Colorado, doing an exclusive interview with Miami's notorious prostitution ringleader turned serial murderer, Chatman Bailey. Welcome. She turned her body and attention towards Chatman. Chatman, the #1 question that people want to know out there is why? Why did you do what you did? I mean, what made you commit such heinous acts in pursuit of Sienna Alvarez? What made you hate her? Chatman didn't answer the question right away. Instead, he lowered his head so that his mouth could meet up with his shackled hand. He balled his fist and brought it to his mouth to shield his cough. He cleared his throat, sipped his soda, and then replied, There was no hate for Sienna, or anybody for that matter. He cleared his throat again and continued. Hate is such a strong word. I don't hate anyone. Now, if you want to know why I wanted her and everything she touched dead, then I'll be happy to answer that. There was a moment of silence as the production crew seemed to be in awe of Chatman's ironic and irrational response. Even Rhonda herself, who was used to interviewing ruthless, cutthroat people with cold hearts, paused, motioning for another sip of her soda. Okay. So, hate is too strong a word for you to use, but killing multiple innocent people sits well with you. Hate is something you feel. Kill is something you do, Chatman explained. He went on, I tend not to feel. It gets in the way of me doing what I gotta do. He looked Rhonda in her eyes and smirked. Rhonda, seemingly unafraid, kept eye contact with Chatman. She held her head high while Chatman sipped his soda. Then she proceeded with the interview. I understand, she said. So, getting back to the question, what made you resort to such violence? Take us back to the day that you made it up in your mind to do what you did. Chatman raised his head to the ceiling, as if he was visualizing a moment from his past. Then he reflected. We were all in the TV room. Some award show was on. I think it was the People's Choice Awards. It was like the end of summer. I wasn't really paying it any attention. I was actually dozing off. Don't really care to see a bunch of men wearing makeup and tight suits posing on a red carpet. But I heard a familiar voice and I opened my eyes. And right there on the TV screen was Sienna. She was dressed up, smiling. She looked real happy. Like life was just great. Was that the moment? Rhonda rushed to a response. Chatman bent down to sip his soda, and then, clearing his scratchy throat, he said, Believe it or not, no. I wasn't really mad at that. What did it for me was when I heard the news people and the reporters calling out, Cece. Rhonda leaned in. What was it about the name Cece that triggered you? Chatman smirked. I remember thinking, that bitch ain't even changed her name. It was like a slap in my face. I mean, how you gonna set up one of the most powerful people on the motherfucking planet, then be on TV with the same identity, same name, everything, like you can't be touched? Let me get your pack, Chatman told his cellmate, a bent-over elderly man who was serving 2 life sentences for a double homicide. What's in it for this old man? 2 cigarettes, Chatman said.